Hello everyone, my name is Sid and I'm gonna teach you how to Raymon. Remember the super jump? Well, let's take it one step further and turn that super jump into a glide walk, which is actually way easier than getting a proper super jump, believe it or not, making it an ideal alternative to some of the super jumps. Glide walking allows you to glide through the air, glitch up walls and just in general say fuck you to physics. It's not even that hard to perform either. All you have to do is do a super jump and then quickly press and hold the jump button. And when I say super jump, I mean just the bit where you spaz out on the edge of the platform. You don't even need to hide. Well, not in order to activate the glide walk at least. You may or may not need it to get to the wall you want to reach, but other than that all you need to do is do a super jump and pretty much right away press and hold the jump button. And since setting up a glide walk requires you to do a super jump, most of the general tips apply. Use the target locking mode, use visual cues, then practice enough to make them muscle memory. After that, it's all a matter of routing your movement on the walls you're glide walking on, which of course depends on the glide walk. So, how does it work? Well, as usual, I'm not sure, but I think I have a fairly good theory about this one. Much like the super jump, most of it can be credited to the weird hitbox you get from going into first person mode. The weird hitbox causes you to spaz out on the edge of a platform, which in turn gives you momentum, and while you don't always get enough momentum to get launched into the air, you do always build a considerable amount of momentum. Also, while this is going on, the game considers you to be in the air, so pressing the jump button will activate Rayman's hovering ability, which, much like if you started hovering in the middle of a normal jump or a super jump, will attempt to cancel out any momentum you have. In the case of super jumping and glide walking, the faster you activate the hover, the more momentum the game will have to cancel out. But the game doesn't really know how to react to that amount of momentum, so as a result the hovering animation gets cancelled and it will put you into Rayman's normal standing animation instead. However, while the game was busy being confused about what animation to put you in, it kind of ignored stuff like Rayman's hitbox and movement state and changed absolutely nothing about those. So not only do you still have the first person hitbox, but the game also thinks you're still hovering, allowing you to move around with the weird first person hitbox for as long as you're doing nothing that would change Rayman's movement state and thus cancel the hover. You know, like landing on the ground, hitting a slope that would make Rayman slide down, or cancel the hover manually by releasing the jump button. And as we've already established with Super Jump, being able to move around with the weird hitbox is a great thing, with special thanks to Ubisoft for giving the walls weirdly shaped hitboxes that you can easily glitch on. So yeah, that's what I think happens during a glide walk. Thanks for watching. Here's some locations where glide walking can be considered useful during a speedrun. Have fun!